we get this low? You come over and we start a fight. Never know who's wrong or right. Feel nothing when you go. I know it's not intelligent, drinking for the hell of it, but that's irrelevant now. We should talk about us. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. When you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new just to pass time. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. I should probably let you go. I know I can be cynical, make everything difficult, but it would take a miracle now to fix the problems. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. And you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new just to pass time. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you? Why do I fall back to you? Fall back to you, fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you? Why do I fall back to you?
We were undiscovered, didn't care for one another, you and I. Thought I was okay, till something in me changed, don't know why. You got me high, but I'm sober. You make me lonely when I'm by myself. I should be free, but I'm hoping that we could be something in the end, something more than friends. Be feeling same as the beginning. Waste of time. Somehow you intruded, lost in your illusions. I was fine. You got me high, but I'm sober. You make me lonely when I'm by myself. I should be free, but I'm hoping that we could be something in the end, something more than friends. discovered. Didn't care for one another. You and I. Thought I lost my way, but you washed out all the gray. Don't know why. You got me high, but I'm sober. You make me lonely when I'm by myself. I should be free, but I'm hoping that we could be something in the end, something more than friends. 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 There's a feeling in my soul, can't defeat it. I lose control on your marks. Get set, are you ready to go? Give me meaning when I'm low, when I'm bleeding. You push me on your marks. Get set, are you ready to go? There's fire in our love. Fire in our love. Won't you hear me all the time when you touch me? I feel alive on your marks. Get set, are you ready to go? I was empty till I met you. Spark within me, shine right through on your marks. Get set, are you ready to go? There's fire in our love. There's fire in our love. Yeah. There's fire in our love. There's fire in our love.
It doesn't even make sense why I think about you. It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this. 'Cause now I dream about you. I was probably too drunk, it's blurry, but I've got the image of you running circles in my mind right now. And it could fade away, but it probably won't. And I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you. And maybe I'll drown, but what can I do? And it would be alright to let me down. Rather we try than let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you.
It doesn't even make sense why we try to fight it. Every time that we touch, the room caught on fire. We could blame it on the wine, but we know that we will both be lying. I wish I didn't want you. I was doing just fine, the way that it was. Then you hand me these emotions, didn't want them, but I guess that I'm stuck with them. They could go away, but I know they won't. And I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you. And maybe I'll try, but what can I do? And it will be alright to let me down. I'd rather we try than let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you. Dive into you. Dive into you. Dive into
doesn't even make sense. Why I think about you. It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this.
But I'm gonna dive into you. And maybe I tried, what can I do? And it will be alright to let me down. Rather we try than to let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you. Dive into you. Dive into you. Dive into you. Dive into it will be alright to let me down. Rather we try than to let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you.
Fired all of the bullets. Yeah, you shot me through the heart. Casting dice and roulette. The game was set right from the start. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna know, I don't want it in crashing down an airplane. All wings are burning up in flames. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder. We're crashing down an airplane. Our love will never be the same. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder. Yeah, the air's getting thinner, higher than high we go. A game with no winners. We keep pushing more and more. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna know, I don't want it anymore. I don't wanna go, don't wanna know, but I keep coming back for more. Crashing down an airplane. Our wings are burning up in flames. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder. We're crashing down an airplane. Our love will never be the same. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder. Yeah, the air's getting thinner, higher than high we go. A game with no winners. We keep pushing more and more. Crashing down an airplane. Our wings are burning up in flames. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder. We're crashing down an airplane. Our love will never be the same. We're going under, bang bang like thunder, bang bang like thunder.
We head for the sky, it's alright. Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again, pieces of love, it's alright. Scattered in mud, it's alright. You're giving me a lie again. And tell me what you want, this time I won't take it to the heart. Cause I know we won't make it out. I've heard it all before. Yeah, tell me what you want, let me hear that I'm the only one. You know that we won't make it out. We've heard it all before. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright, so let's move on. 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 We head for the sky, it's alright. Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again, pieces of love, it's alright. Scattered in mud, it's alright. You're giving me a lie again. And tell me what you want, this time I won't take it to the heart. Cause I know we won't make it out. I've heard it all before. Yeah, tell me what you want, let me hear that I'm the only one. You know that we won't make it out. We've heard it all before.
Hang on.
What? What have you done?
Spider James. Spider James.
James, have you even changed the camera?
Have I what?
Have you even
Have you
changed the camera?
changed the camera?
This is your camera.
What the fuck have you done to it?
He sold it.
Oh, actually, if you go into Discord settings and then choose audio input, it would have took over your audio input as well. That's why your headset microphone's not working, but you can change it separately from the camera.
Oh yeah, input.
Kevin, sorry, mate. Believe it or not, James is actually an IT network guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yay! Like you couldn't make this shit up if you tried. Are you sorting there, James? You all right?
Yeah, he looks all right now.
Mate, I can see. I can even see which way you've combed your hair.
Yeah.
What have you actually combed your hair for tonight?
I would have combed it this morning.
It's the fear of being HD. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Good evening, everybody, and we are live, and welcome to the next episode of Droneislife Live. And we are joined this evening by the normal team, so let's say hello to Kelsey and Malk.
Hi.
Say hello to Stephen up in Scotland.
Hello.
Luke, I don't know where the frickin' hell you are.
Hello.
James in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Hello.
Me down in Plymouth. And our special guest this evening is Kevin, known as OriginaldoBo.
Everybody.
He's gone all quiet and shy now. It's because he hasn't got a beer.
Yeah, you know what it is. I'm not drinking right now.
Because let's be honest, I've seen most of the Drone Brew shows, and at the beginning there's always like an opening ceremony of what crap you are currently drinking.
Yeah, right now this is the first time I think I've ever been, on a live stream without something in my hand. Drinking, so a little weird. Feels weird to be sober right now.
Last time you were drinking something called Cubana, which is like coffee stroke beer.
Yeah, that's really good.
And actually, because you also said that you dropped your alcohol consumption to 5.5%.
Only 4 days. It's 4 days a week.
4 days, right? Okay. Because apparently something called coconut tits comes out.
Yeah, coconut tits comes out. Yeah.
What is coconut tits?
I have this these I don't know, I don't know how to describe it, but it's it's a coconut bra because you have those. It's an American thing really. And you just have a luau. You have a luau whenever you want. You got to have that. You got I don't wear them all the time, but they're there for I don't know when you need them.
Does your wife like them? Are you married?
Yeah, I'm married.
Does your wife like the coconut tits?
She prefers me to not. No, she prefers me to not.
Funny that.
At some point, she's just become numb to my antics. After 18 years, she's just sort of numb to everything I do. It's just I don't know. She thinks I'm Dennis the Menace, basically.
Now you say it, I see the resemblance.
Yeah.
She's
pretty numb. She's pretty numb to almost anything I do at this point. But they say it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. So that's always been my motto.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So 5.5% for a beer is quite strong over here. I'm right thinking that.
I thought you guys would have at least 6%. Most of the beers we drink are 6 to 7%.
What?
Yes.
They taste like
the
bark.
IPAs are they're 6 to 7%. I thought that's what you guys do over there. You get fucked up, drink some heavy beer.
Yep.
And what's the content of that? Well, he's got
4.5.
4.5.
4.5.
No, I can't
40.
do that. What is that?
40.
You didn't say 14.
40.
40.
40. Okay, well that'll send you to the moon.
Yeah. Mine's 40 as well.
We use that bourbon or something?
Yeah, Johnny Walker.
Okay.
We love Johnny. What are you on?
He's sipping this shit like it's coffee over here. Like 40%, no problem. He's sipping it like it's coffee.
Yeah, but Stephen's Scottish. It's like.
Was that the excuse?
Yes.
They
Keeps them hot.
they don't have blood. Well, their body is like 70% alcohol, 30% blood.
Yeah, so there, that's where my blood starts.
Okay.
So
I'll have to up my game tonight.
yeah. Oh, because this month, you guys, because there's two of you on your show, obviously.
Yeah. I've got Paul and myself. Paul's he was the filler. He's the he's sort of the you need a Paul. Every stream has to have a Paul.
Because the only Paul that comes to my mind is the freaking alien.
Oh yeah.
You remember the film Paul?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he's sort of like that.
Isn't Paul the guy on your channel who flew a quad whilst hanging from a crane into his balls?
No, that's Ken Heron. Heron. You're thinking about Ken Heron.
Why would you do that?
He's a fucking idiot. like I don't even know. I saw that because I was wondering. Like, I saw your title. You said, and his friend himself hit himself, and then I don't know. I read that backwards. I'm not drunk, but
you want to be, don't you? You want to be.
I was trying to be like, what friend of mine hit me in the nuts with the drone? Like, I would remember this. I'm pretty good about that. Yeah, I remember that. It was a Cinewhoop. He smacked it square into the crotch.
But it was like it was hanging from a crane at the same. It was strapped into a crane and literally hanging from the hook at the same time.
That's like satire. Like I look at that content as like that's like the satire like drone content. Like you really don't know what the fuck it is. There's really not a lot of great takeaways that pilots can watch the content and be like, you know what, I learned something today. You know,
I did cringe. I'm not gonna lie, I did cringe when it happened. I know it's only a Cinewhoop and it's not going to draw blood, but there's still the fact is. It's your nuts.
It was doing the whole landing in his lap thing.
Trying.
Yeah, it's still though, the potential. He's got more balls than me, no pun intended. Maybe not after that. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. Let me see him do that with a 5-inch.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because you're quite new to the FPV market, aren't you? Because generally, actually, this is a question I want to get out of the way first. What your choice? DJI or Auto?
I've been flying a lot of DJI, just because they work really well. I use DJI. I do have my Autel sitting like right up above me. I use that like when I'm in an airspace that's giving me trouble. Like I'll know like, all right, this is going to give me a problem. I have authorization to fly here, but the drone's going to give me an issue. I'll use the Autel. But for the most part, I use DJI for a lot of like my paid work. It looks good, but actually like today I'm flying the 5 inches. We're doing a real estate shoot on a very large property. So today I'm going to use the 5-inch quads to get that sort of dramatic effect out of the shoot. So are
you digital on your FPV quads?
I'm running digital. I did the analog thing for probably about 2 months and I just gave up trying to constantly troubleshoot the blackouts. Like I would crash and then, something would go wrong and you got to deal with all the noise being brought in from the motors and like, it's a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? Like with digital, I don't have to worry about that. All the filtration is on the air units. So it handles all that noise. So you're not getting that breakup. Although digital breakup is totally different, but I like digital.
Yeah.
It's much more of an immersive experience.
I mean, I've been flying FPV, 4 years? And it's always been analog. And literally a month ago, I swapped to DJI. And I'm at that point, I still don't quite trust it. Because with analog, you kind of know when the signal's going away and you can kind of see through it. But DJI, it just behaves a bit differently. So that's what I'm trying to get used to. It can
be predictable, though. You can start. I'm always watching my milliseconds and watching for that drop. So I sort of know like when I'm getting in a tricky area that like you're going to get that. I call it digital lag because like you'll get that moment where it stops for a second and then all of a sudden it picks up. So you have to sort of have that foresight to be like, oh shit, I have to know what's in front of me because it's going to glitch out here, and it's almost like teleporting. I call it like that's literally what it looks like. Like it'll stop and pick the speed right back up. It's terrifying. It is. Trust me.
Good
But
God. Yeah,
I still fly analog though periodically, but I'm spoiled, I guess.
Do you have any sponsors?
No, I don't. My mom for giving birth to me. I don't know. No, I don't have sponsors. I never did that. I guess I do. I have my own. We have our own company, DroneWorks. So we sell drones we sell drones. So, but I don't ever rep it. I never understood that. Like when I started watching FPV, like before videos start, it looked like a fucking NASCAR with all these stickers from all these different brands. I'm just like, who gives a shit? Put the link in the description below, and if somebody buys it, whatever. Why you gotta have so stupid? Like they wear them like badges, like I'm sponsored by blah blah blah. No, I don't give a fuck. I pay for my own shit. Like I don't care. I break so much shit, I would lose a sponsorship in the first week. I'll put it that.
Because I've always wanted. I love the idea of asking people that are sponsored by so many people that what bit of kit are they sponsored for that they just don't use because they think it's utter trash?
That's the thing. I don't want to be bound. I don't want to be bound to a sponsor because I feel like when you use a sponsored product, you almost have an obligation to them. But if you don't take on a sponsor and you just use what you like companies will send me drones and I'm like, where's the review? And I'm like, I never agreed to doing a review. You sent this to me. I don't want to review this shit. I've told companies I'll send their shit back to them in pieces if they ever email me again, type of thing. Like,
you'll get your review video with a ban hammer.
I mean, I have to be. My rule of thumb is I have to be inspired by a product to want to fly it. I have to be inspired by a product to actually want to use it. If I'm not going to use it, I don't want to represent that because people will see that and be like, oh, I'm going to buy that because so and so use that. Look at like Mr. Steele and the Drib. If they said they're using digital 100% tomorrow, people would go and fucking buy it. If he said he had a new RC like he teased a couple of days ago, people are going to go out and buy it because they correlate, a product to someone's talent, which is sort of shitty. That's not how it is, but that's what they think, so they buy it. So I just don't do that.
Because you've had the Drib on the show, haven't you?
Yeah, I had Drew on the show, and he's pretty good about that. He's not really pushy with products. Like if you look at his videos, they're sort of they're mellow. There's like a mellow, chill tone. It's not like product. But you look at some videos and they're just like cramming products down your throat. Like I hate that. I've always hated that.
How did you get him to answer your emails? Because he won't answer mine.
Actually, to be completely real with you, I don't contact Paul, the guy that works with me on the channel. He just will message people. Like he messaged Joshua Bardwell, and we were supposed to have him on the show 2 weeks ago, but I had a hurricane, so I was losing power. That wasn't going to work. But I don't know if I'm going to have him on the show. Like, I'm just not really sure at this point. But Drew, yeah, he answered, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. He was really okay with it. So he lives close by. He lives over in Orlando. I'm in Tampa, so we're like 45 minutes apart.
Yeah. Because literally, you were the of everybody I've messaged to say, do you want to come on the show? You were the fastest person to answer.
I monitor my emails. I could have been drunk too, to be fair.
Scrolling through his phone. What's this?
But it's I don't know. I always jump on the show because I look at it this way. Like I like to meet people from the community, from the scene, because I look at it this way. Like if I ever end up in another country or something, it's nice to know those people. Mm-hmm. So if I end up over in the UK, it's like, okay, I know these guys. I can link up with people. So it's like you're not a stranger in a different country, flying by yourself. So that's why.
Because I'll message somebody in there and then I'll wait literally 24 hours for a reply. Kevin was just like half an hour later.
But don't you hate
let's
that?
Fucking do this. That's all. That was the line I got back. Let's fucking do it.
It makes you feel like this big when you're waiting for somebody to reply to an email. Like I hate doing that. That's why I don't like reaching. I don't ever reach out. Usually what happens is people be like, hey, let me come on the stream. And it's usually after like we just go ape shit and, shut it, like Coconut Tits comes out or something. I mean, that's usually we'll get an email and be like, I want to be a part of that next time. So
I'll come on your show. I'll be part of your Coconut Tits.
There you go.
It'll be bloody late here, but
what time is it when we go live at 9?
Like 3, 4?
4 in the morning.
Is it 3 in the morning?
Yeah. I'm still awake.
I'll be.
Yeah, I mean that's the best time to stream though. Like that's that's the best hour because it's
All
people
the
are
deep shit
delirious.
just comes out.
People are delirious at that hour. So
Holy shit!
it's
Like
always
3 o'clock
good.
in the morning, I'm gonna have to wake up with a hangover, and then like
Yeah.
drink hair of the
Get
dog
back
to
on
keep
it.
myself going. Just carry on drinking.
I'm always surprised, like the guy from Geeks Vana, he's always awake. He's always in the streams. I'm like, this dude doesn't ever sleep. He never fucking sleeps. But he's always in the stream, and I'm like, I know he's over there, and I know it's late, but he's up and he's doing it. Crazy.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to. There was an episode you did, right? That had you had Mikey on, which is Philly Drone Life.
Okay.
Okay, because he's the guy here in the States. I don't know if you guys know this. He received the fine from the FAA for $182,000
What the fuck?
What was that for?
for flying a Mavic.
Yeah, it was the Mavic. Well, there was a couple of different drones. It was like a Mavic, Mavic Mini, and I think a Mavic Air. The smaller ones.
Yeah. Did you remove that episode?
Yeah, oh yeah, I fucking removed them all, to be honest with you. Because for starters, it's not so much I care whether or not I'm seen with him, because people thought I was removing episodes because he was on the channel and like I didn't want that association. That's not the reason why. When I went back and I watched his segments of things and listened to what he said or did, I felt like some things that he said could incriminate himself further.
Right.
So to protect him further, I pulled those episodes. I just pulled them down because, like, if you're going to say stuff like, and you still have a pending investigation, the best thing we can do to protect him is to pull him down because he's pretty fucked right now. So just pull him, and it's not that big of a deal. Who cares about the view?
Because I kind of couldn't work out if he was real or not to start with because of the way he was acting.
But that's how he is. But
Yeah,
that's how he is.
absolutely.
I thought he wasn't like that, and when I met him in person, he was just as like over the top as he was like online. He's just that over top. He has some very, very seldom moments of calmness, but they're like really short. Like, I mean, otherwise he's just over the top.
Yeah.
That's
How do you deal with that sort of like what is it? That sort of my mind's gone blank. Carry on.
Personality.
No, it's about the fine. Thank you, James. Yeah, how do you deal with a fine that sort of big? Do they let you like pay it off, sort of like fine?
I don't know. I've never had a fine that big.
If you're just like a normal person, you're not going to have 180 grand.
What do? Do you go to the bank and say, "Hey, I just got fined. I need to take a loan out"? I mean, I don't know. I think the reality of what's going to probably happen is, and I'm just speculating in advance, is that they're gonna see that there's no logical way. Like, there's no logical way he's going to be able to pay this, right? At the end of the day, no government their end goal is to make somebody go bankrupt. That's not their end goal. They want to make a point, right? But they're not going to be like, we're going to do this, we're going to hammer it down. The reality is civil fines are different than criminal fines. Civil fines will trail somebody for the duration of their life, but it's not going to be like they can't reach their hand in your bank account. They can't do certain things. There's certain rules they have to abide by. So worst case for him, nothing really changes unless if it becomes criminal. Worst case. The best case scenario is that they drop a good majority of those claims.
Just pay, yeah.
But I don't know. It's too soon to tell. He's going to send a letter. He's going to talk to them. He's got 3 more days to submit that letter and see what they're willing to do. But hopefully, other pilots that are here in the States, they sort of learn they tailor the way they fly. I guess the best way to put it. They need to make some changes. There's always GPS pilots. You don't hear about this shit with anybody that flies FPV. And I guess I chopped that up.
Because we're all responsible people.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's like, that's what scares me. Like, you see DJI's putting out this FPV drone, and now all of a sudden people think I could fly FPV, and they don't take the time to put in the work, put in the effort to understand it. There's a certain set of responsibilities. Like, and I didn't understand that first because I've only been flying for about 6 months, and I didn't understand everything either. But you take the time, you put in the work, you understand it, and then you develop that respect for it. And I feel what's going to happen is with this, people aren't going to respect it, and we're going to see stupid things happening because pilots that don't have that responsibility are now put in a situation of greater power essentially, which is scary. It's a very scary thing.
I mean,
so
how long do you think it is before the FAA in the UK copy what the CIA in the States are doing?
Other way around.
I mean, it's what goes around. Yeah, what goes around comes around. I mean, they're all going to end up, they all sort of tailor their model after what one another. Whoever does it first, they're going to be like, okay, this is a world standard now at this point. So that's always a fear. But we haven't had any fatalities. We haven't had any issues with drones in forever. I mean, even that bullshit with the Gatwick airport, and they said they saw drones and never saw a fucking drone, never saw anything.
There was another one recently where they were 6,000 feet in the air, and the pilot claimed, an airline pilot claimed to have seen a drone. An airliner.
Somebody saw somebody flying a jetpack. Somebody saw somebody flying a jetpack. Really? 6,000 feet, you saw a jetpack?
The stupid thing is airliners are doing 300 knots, right? Which is, I think, 300 mile an hour plus, right?
Most of them are doing like 500 miles.
I was going to say, well, I don't use
a cruise altitude, yeah, but if they're at 6,000 feet, they're most likely climbing or descending, so they're going to be a bit slower, 300 odd knots, and at that speed, it'll be milliseconds, fractions of seconds. They'll have to spot something flying.
There's no way.
Past.
There's no
way you can identify something that fast as being a drone.
And that's the thing, is there's not a lot of research. People are not disproving these claims. I mean, obviously somebody has to investigate it, but we hear about the story, we hear about the hype, but then you don't hear anything else after that point. You're sort of like, okay, well, what the hell is happening here? Which is sort of shitty, because it does a disservice to a lot of the people that do, fly safe and do the right thing, or like you got people that use this for business. Like I fly commercially, so this is a big part of my business. This is the reason why I make money, is because I'm flying commercially, and you got just idiots just screwing it up. So it sucks.
Because you've got Part 107, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm Part 107. Yeah.
Yeah. So over here, that's either PFCO or the GVC. This is the new one.
That's the new one, yeah. GVC,
yeah. Which is replacing the PFCO, I believe.
It comes in when EASA comes into effect.
Gotcha.
It's all in the air at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Literally.
But
yeah, you guys also had an incident where a drone hit a police chopper.
Yeah, we did. So basically, this guy flew his Mavic out, basically investigating. He heard police sirens and choppers, and in Los Angeles, the first thing they deploy is the chopper, right? And the chopper was flying low, and he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't within line of sight of the quad, and he smacked into the police chopper. So that was a big deal, but the FAA didn't get involved with that, I don't think, immediately. They filed criminal charges against him. So he got arrested, he got arraigned, and he's facing probably 1 year in prison. I don't think he'll ever see prison time, but that's sort of the end result. So that was the only instance where we've had somebody hit an aircraft with a drone, like recently. But again, a GPS drone. Like we don't see the FPV guys in those situations, because again, we're not going to do that.
I was going to mention that I think the reason that is because we don't sort of usually go like higher than 100 foot, I'd say, because there's nothing interesting to film unless you're like Steven doing long range.
But
we're mostly doing proximity flying.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing I don't like. I don't think a lot of these people understand is like, I look at the airspace that I fly and I'm like, man, if I'm really 30 feet above the ground, that's high when I'm flying FPV. Like today will probably be the highest I fly, because I need to capture an entire property line and then come swooping down in. But that's not normal. And then you got people that'll argue like line of sight issues with FPV. I feel like with FPV, you already have line of sight, because you are the pilot, so you're literally seeing the same thing a normal aircraft could see. So I don't know. I feel like the rules need to change in that regard too, because I think FPV is safer than flying GPS, to be honest. At least that's the way I feel. I have less accidents with my quads than I do with a Mavic. I mean that 100%. Maybe that's because I can't go left and right. That's probably why.
Addy mode. Addy mode.
I was going to ask Steven, so for example, when you're doing your long range, say if you fly from, I don't know if you've ever done this, but it's just an idea. If you fly from the top of a mountain and then fly down the mountain or off the side of a cliff or something, is it, so if you're 400 feet from the ground, so if you fly the quad off of a cliff and the cliff is 400 foot high, Not saying there is a 400-foot high cliff or whatever, but if you did that, is that then illegal, or is that?
No, because it's
within
400
the
feet
values
from the
from the
ground
height
of which you're stood.
You're stood on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but
so
to put it in context, right?
It's 400 feet AGL above the ground you took off on, because like we had that
from takeoff point.
Yeah,
we were
absolutely.
flying in Palisades, which is like right across from New York City, and there's a cliff. The cliff is 400 feet above the Hudson River, and we were flying down the cliff to the Hudson River and coming above. So we were technically 800 feet above the Hudson River. And what was interesting is the choppers and the planes, they were staying over the water. They weren't coming over the Palisades Parkway because they know like the airspace is technically different there because of that depth difference. So it was interesting to see that.
Doesn't a commercial
Sorry.
aircraft though is they're 500 feet above ground level. That's what makes it different.
Yes,
so if
500
the
feet,
ground is
yeah,
climbing 400 feet in altitude, their minimum level is 500 feet above that cliff.
Right. So if you take off you're already at a 400-foot elevation. Like you take off from the ground, you're at technically, as far as the drone knows, and as far as legal laws here goes too, you're at 0 foot.
Yeah.
Take off, and you can go down. You can go negative. I mean, but still, you're still allowed 400 feet above your takeoff point.
Yeah.
So to throw this into it, right? If you're stood on top of the highest point on Earth, Everest, and you start to fly, you can go 400 feet.
Yes.
To that ceiling point.
Yeah.
Even though you're like 20
something. It's like, even with that, I mean, we would never even have to worry about that. Our quads would fucking burn up the motors so fast because the air's so thin.
The air's so thin, yeah.
I learned my lesson. I was in Colorado, and Colorado is a mile high, right? Like most of Denver and whatnot is a mile high. I was flying, and I guess I didn't change out the props to a better pitch. And man, it was like you can just hear it. Like you could just hear the motor spinning so hard trying to cut the air. I ended up putting the S5 props on out there because it was the only thing that would fly very well. But that's all I'm using now is Ethix props. Like I swap back and forth between the P3s and the S3s. That's it.
Yeah,
I know the UK. Go on, Shane. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna say no Gem fan here, boys.
Nah.
Sorry, Kelsey and James are Gem fan sponsored pilots.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sucks to be them, right?
No. P3s are good though, man. Like I have so much. Who cares? I feel like I have a lot of precision with the P3s.
Yeah. I'm using the P3s at the moment. Actually, I say that I'm using the P3s on my current go-to quad. I'm using the Johnny prop.
Yours?
Yeah. Just for the flippy flop stage.
Yeah. What frame is that?
It's the new Lumineer QAVS.
Okay.
Which is quite nice, and it actually has a Mr. Steel lunar lander on it.
Oh, nice.
Which is
rocking horse shit, those aren't they?
But I have them.
I just use Source Ones because they're so cheap. If I break them, I have countless parts ready to go. I just keep building Source Ones. They fly the best for me.
Oh no, there's so much other better frames around.
Dude,
the Source Ones are quality.
You could just smash it, build another one, and there's so many printed parts available. You know,
yeah, but I prefer the quads that you try and smash it and it survives.
I don't, man. I'm still on the same one. I'm on 3 of them right now. I've got 3 of them built. Like I just swap between them. I tried the Marmots. I've tried so many, and I just don't like them.
No. I don't like the Armatan stuff.
No, the Armatan. I always felt like if I broke something, it was such a pain in the ass to try to sit there and
get the warranty.
Yeah. My other thing is I wanted to build a quad that I can put the Vistas in. I'm running the Cadix Vistas because they're so cheap, and they're light. And you can run 6S and you don't have to worry about them burning up. I have too many issues where one of the scariest things with DJI is that if you use the step downs to try to control the voltage for the air units, your video just freezes. And it just happens randomly. So it sort of sucks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I must admit,
get decent step down.
What's that? It was. Diatone step down. It was pretty good. I mean, the other alternative is just to use the built-in BEC on the flight controllers, the ones that have T-Motor has 10 volts, which I haven't had any problems with that one, knock on wood. But
yeah, but it's the amp that they're capable of supporting. So if you're running LEDs and you're running your camera, you're running your video transmitter, you're doing all those things.
I had
You're
this exact
going to run
issue.
out of you're going to run out of amp availability on that Beck. So I run a separate step down Beck for my area.
What step down are you running on yours?
It's a 3 amp.
Okay.
Down to 12 volt from, I think it's 8S down to 4.
Who makes that one?
It's a cheap Chinese thing.
Okay. I've tried the iFlight step downs. I've had nothing but issues. I've tried the Diatone step downs. Actually, the Diatone's the one I still have my squirt. That one's held out the best, but the other two are still pretty shot. But
yeah, I must admit the two quads I've got that have DJI Air units in it are 4S quads anyway.
Yeah, you're fine if you're running 4S.
Yeah.
You're gonna be totally fine. But that's why I run the Vistas, because I just find
my only 6S quad, which is my Steez, my Project 399 Steez, is running a Vista, because that can handle 6S input.
The Vistas can, I go right to the battery. I didn't even put a step down. I just go right to the battery. I've never had issues with the Vista.
Yeah, no, the Vista's great.
I say that I'll probably have an issue today now. Thanks.
He's jinxed it. Commentary's
probably have an
good.
issue today.
He did say touch wood earlier, so it should be good.
Right, Kevin, I know you need to shoot off quite soon, so I need to get some more questions out of the way.
Sure, go ahead.
These are questions we asked every guest going. All right. And they can make or break a friendship, let's be honest. Everybody else knows where I'm going with this.
Yep.
If you can see the stream, that would be great. Oh, it's gone off. There it is. It was hanging off the end of the screen. You'll see it come off in a minute. Anyway, so these 3 questions we asked everybody. And we are running something called a BSL, which is Bitch Slap Leaderboard.
Okay.
So if there was somebody you could nominate to give the ode backhand, who would it be and why? For any reason you like. It could be out of anger, it could be out of friendship, it could just be anything you like.
Yeah. Dude, like, I can only get one.
Yeah. Choose wisely.
Probably...
I mean, you can see on the leaderboard there that people that are currently... So leading the board is Vanover.
Okay.
Some people have a lot of issues with Vanover. Skitcho Sharpoo, Chad Kappa, Mr. Steel, Jet. I don't know why somebody would run a bitch slap Jet, because he's like the nicest guy ever.
Sure.
Tone Star, Cricket, Jabs on there, which is James in the top corner because I put him on there.
I noticed I've gone lowercase again.
Shit. I would probably have to do that.
He hasn't updated it yet.
Honestly, he's not as
Drone
good as you,
Worship,
Steve.
man. I'd bitch slap him.
Who's that? Sorry.
Drone Worship.
Oh. Oof. Does he know you're on here tonight?
Probably not, but he does now. Fuck you, Dan.
For what reason?
I just think he's an absolute dumbass, a complete pussy. But that's me. That's what I mean. No, he is. You are. Let's face it.
Honestly,
so yeah, you bump him like up to the top of some sort. I don't know. Can we vote more than once?
Right. Question
He's
number
done
2.
a good job though. He has lost a good amount of weight. He looks better. He looks a little bit healthier, but he's still a bitch.
Love it. Question number 2. What's your best pickup line?
Shit, I don't know. I've been married for 15 years. I haven't had a pickup line in a while.
What was your pickup line for the wife?
Honestly, I just told her she looked like she was 21. I thought she looked, a little, terrible now if you think about it. And then I thought she was Asian. I also said that. That was probably also bad.
Is
she's
not?
She looked Asian at the time. I was not drunk, but I thought. Clearly not Asian.
It clearly worked.
I'm really bad with pickup lines. Next question.
Right, this is the ultimate now, right? Ready?
All right.
Your feelings on pineapple on pizza?
No, don't do it.
Oh,
no.
Yes.
No.
Where's the fucking hang up button?
No. Can't do the pineapple to pizza. No. That's just not right, man.
What's wrong with that?
Decision.
It's not natural, man. It just doesn't belong.
Correct decision.
Is it because it's something fruit on savory?
No, it's just two flavors that don't mix. You can't mix sauce with the fruit like that. You can't do that. They're technically two fruits, but they're not. Just no. You don't.
Pizzas are made. Pizzas are made for meat and peppers and things like that.
Precisely.
Yeah, but that's why you have pepperoni with pineapple.
No.
Exactly. Well, it's no. You don't do it.
That's just
pineapple belongs on the plant or in a can. That's it. or in a cocktail.
Not with ham on a pizza.
Technically, it comes from a can before it's put on my pizza.
Grim.
It's not grim.
Then it's still on the pizza tray.
Grim.
All right, put it another way. Do you like carrot cake?
I don't like carrot cake.
Oh, fucking hell. He's really against
Carrot cake
vegetables
is
with
nice.
sweets, aren't you?
I'm sorry, carrot cake is good.
Nah, look,
I
you're wrong.
just can't get with the cake of the carrot.
No.
Carrot cake.
All right, guys. I'm gonna jet really quick because I'm seeing my brother give me the eye. Like we gotta go. We gotta.
Oh,
shoot.
is he? Yeah, man. You crack on.
I'll see you later, and I also gotta get here for the stream tonight. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for having me on.
No
though.
worries. Pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Cheers.
Take care.
See ya.
Right, cheers.
There you go. We knew all along he had to pop off, so yeah, there we go. Anyway, so how are we all, team?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Tired. Same.
Kevin was an awfully nice guy.
He was, yeah.
But if you watch his channel is freaking hilarious.
Good on.
I've met somebody that drinks more than me. I didn't think that was possible, but yeah, he does drink more than me. So anyway, we have more pressing issues to deal with tonight.
Yep.
This is Secret Santa time.
Oh, I forgot about this.
So I know George is in on this. And I presume everybody here is in on this, so that would make 6 of us.
So I think Dan is as well.
Sorry.
Oh, right, okay, so there's 7 of us.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Any other takers?
Yes.
All right, no, Malk's here, so that's going to be... Malk needs to do it as well, so that's 8 of us.
3, 4, 5, 6,
We've
7,
never
8.
seen
So that's
Malk's
8.
editing skills.
No.
He's not saying anything either, is he?
Grinning.
Malk, do you know how to edit?
Have you not seen my Kranzel YouTube? That's about the editing I do.
I've never seen the YouTube. I've seen the Instagram videos.
Malcolm, the Kranzel man.
Because, like, to be honest, there are a fuck ton of them. Because, like, you know, when you see somebody's like Instagram stories, and then across the top of your thing, you've got all the little lines that indicate how many sections there are.
Yeah, so like 1,000.
Yeah. And like you go through some of them, and there's like 3 or 4 from people, and then you get to Kranzel with Malk stripping something down. He says it's a pressure washer, but sometimes it does not even resemble a pressure washer, right? And then you look at the freaking lines at the top, and there's like 20 odd crammed across the top of the screen. And I'm like,
there's a lot to do.
Yeah, but the annoying thing is, I actually sit there and watch them all. It's like watching a really bad episode of Neighbours. You know, you can't look away. And
funnily enough, I did a video on how it sounds, how a pressure washer sounds, and it's one of the most watched videos.
Oh, really?
Is that the one I filmed with? Yeah. I'm the camera woman. I do I do majority of the videos.
I'm going to put it out there,
I'm
right?
the one stood behind the camera.
Right, I'm going to put it out there, right? And I'm no pressure washer technician here. That one that goes is good.
Yeah.
And one that goes it's not good.
I'm sorry, you broke up there, Shane. How did it go?
So, you know,
Fun.
what can I say? So, I've put number 8, but hang on a minute. 7, 6 here.
There's
Dan.
8.
So it's 7. Is it 7? No, George. George wanted in as well, didn't he? So that's 8.
George. So 6 of us here, then Dan and George. That's 8.
Yeah. Right, okay. I have a list on my phone of everybody's name. Let me just update the list a minute. And next to their name is a number. Now, the idea is that everybody here needs to send me a 2-minute footage of anything you like.
What, cut? Uncut?
Uncut.
2 minutes of raw, one flight video.
Yeah,
style.
uncut to me. I will rename it. I will download it, rename it, and send it back to the person that chooses that number, which lines up to the person that it goes to. If you know what I mean. And then, so you then need to edit it into a video. How long did we say it needs to last? 30 seconds?
A minute.
I feel like, a minute is.
You need like warm up time and then like, flippy flops. Or...
A minute is perfect.
59 seconds of sponsored badges.
Oh, it means you can post them on Instagram and stuff. Yeah.
And then, so basically, and then on the 16th of December, we will we'll show all the edits and reveal who edited whose video.
Can we guess before we reveal?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we each guess who we
and
think.
Eric Konasny is back on the show on that episode, and he will choose a winner out of all of you lot.
And the videos have got to be raw, right? Just completely uncut.
Yeah.
Just post it, and then whoever gets selected.
No music, no nothing. Don't do anything to it.
What? That's hot. That's most of the editing process. What the hell?
No, we're talking about the original footage, isn't it?
You just you just send the original footage. He looks really confused.
Yeah, we're seeing confusion. I
thought we were doing an edit, like an actual edit.
Yes, but you will be editing somebody else's footage.
Yeah, I get that, but with music, like a flight footage edit.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But you just said no to music.
No,
I'm so
no. No, the footage you're sending to somebody, or the one you're sending to me, needs just to be raw. That's what we're saying.
Footage.
Oh, I understand you. Yeah, so we're editing. Yeah, that's one.
Hang on a minute. Has somebody got a penny? I just need to do the.
No. So Finley in the chat's asking footage of anything.
Anything. Absolutely anything.
FPV stuff related, I guess.
Yeah. Let's define that before anybody gets any weird ideas.
Shit.
Camera's doing it.
I'm submitting my first ever GoPro footage.
Yeah, let's go back to the 2017 flight footage of me only just trying FPV.
Oh my god!
Right, edit that.
Right, let me get my notes of it because I need to work out who's getting who here. Right.
I'm looking back in my flight footage folders, my really old ones.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how old or new it is. It just needs to be.
Oh, George is asking, can we do different short clips that are raw or just one flight?
No, you can do different clips that are raw. As long as they're not tampered with, that's fine.
So you could have like 800 of them. Yeah, sift through that lot.
Yeah, pretty much. Here's 400 hours of footage.
Right? You can't just have like a buttery inverted yaw spin and then go, right, that's nice, I'll submit that. And then I've got a nice juicy flight, that'll go in there. And then I've got a nice cruise down the mountain, that'll go in there.
Yeah.
To be fair, as long as it gets to me as one file, I don't really care.
As one file. There you go.
I don't want to... I sure as hell don't want to...
My GoPro didn't work that day.
I don't want to...
I think you've been out since.
How can I say it? Be downloading 20 files from one person. Because I do need to send this on to somebody else. Right. Right. Because I'm an old fashioned, Kelsey, we're going to spin you first to see which number you got. But I'm not going to tell you whose footage you got, but I just know.
Wait, who? Who's first?
Kelsey. This is for Kelsey.
Okay, right.
Number 1.
Ooh.
You don't know who number 1 is.
Number 1. Who do you work for? Number 2. Sorry.
That's number 2.
That's when she gets mad and I get
Number
first.
Who does number 2 work for? Right, who's doing next? Malk, let's do you.
Christ.
Spin that boo, baby.
You spin me right round.
Or you get number 3.
3.
It's a magic number.
It's magic number.
James is going to give us a song for every number here. Right, let's do...
Jab's here all week.
Yeah,
Right.
Let's do Stephen. Here you go, Steve. This is your number.
Okay. Lucky number 7. Or 2.
6. It's 6.
It's number 4. How was it number 6?
Everyone was so confident.
He was so confident it was number 6. The arrow's here, right? The arrow selection.
Oh,
is
right.
here.
Okay, that was my mistake. I assumed the arrow was at the top.
I seen number 1 at the bottom when Kelsey got it, so I was like, okay. Ah, never mind.
No, right, Luke.
Number 4.
Not that I know.
Yes.
I do know which one's which, but looks like you'll get number 6, pal.
I've got number 6, have I?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay.
You're editing your
Oh,
own
no, you won't
footage.
know until. Right, Jab, you get.
Stephen, this is definitely
we
the
get
same
number 2.
random thing we use for Warzone.
It is. It's
100%
definitely
the same one.
Right, so, and then we've got George. George, you are having. He's having it.
Have it.
Oh, he gets 8. So that 8.
Number 8 for George.
Yeah. And we got Dan. Dan is going to get.
I bet Dan's going to get 7.
Yeah, he is.
Ta-da.
Ta-da!
And who's left
Who
with
gets the last
5?
one?
Me.
Hey, spin it. Shane, spin it. See what happens.
I want to know what number I'm going to
I
get.
wonder what you're going to get.
It comes up 0.
I get number 9. Yay! So right, so
What?
I know.
Are you just DMing us who we get?
No, you don't know who you get.
No, you just know the number.
I just
We
know,
just know the number.
but I know who that number correlates to now. So I know
Right, okay.
whose footage to send you to edit. The only unfair thing here is that I know everybody's and I know who I'm getting.
And you know yours.
Yeah. So on the 16th when we do the guessing game,
Bearing in
obviously,
mind that you know
I won't
well.
take part in guessing, but you can. You lot can.
I'm pretty sure we've all got pretty
So-
different flying styles
Different
and
styles, yeah.
things.
I
So-
think you can figure that out.
In the raw footage, should we try not to show ourselves stud flying? Or if we do, censor us?
Yes.
Censor ourselves. Just blur
Oh my
ourselves
God.
out.
You've got to be a long fucking way away.
Sometimes, Luke, you ask the dumbest questions.
How is that dumb? Many times I take off from next to myself and then come back into land and like do like 360s and show myself.
So you trim it.
That's
Yeah.
what she said.
You trim.
I thought you were shouting.
So what's the rules on the footage, the raw footage then?
Whatever
Is
you
it,
like.
is it a maximum
Well,
amount of
I-
minutes?
I- I want-
Two
Do you want,
minutes.
like 4 hours of footage?
2 minutes.
Maximum 2 minutes of anything you want.
Yeah.
As long as
So
it's
like
raw.
like a couple of 1-pack takes in one file.
Just
Yeah.
just a 2-minute raw footage file, and that's what we're sending. Anybody sends me a link to an 8K file, I will not be downloading it. 1080p
So
if possible.
I'm going to send Shane a 240p file.
I don't care.
That's
I will be passing that bad boy on.
So do you want it 1080p?
Yeah, 1080p.
4K?
1080p would be fine.
1080p.
Yeah. To be fair, we're only broadcasting on YouTube in 720.
Yeah, but what's the full outputted res
I don't care.
after it's
You
rendered?
can do 240, make it like Minecraft if you want. I don't care.
No, so when people watch the stream back later,
Yeah.
what's the rendered stream going to be? Is it 1080?
Yeah, just give it
or
to
is
me in
it
1080. 1080 is fine.
It's 720, I think.
Film it in 1080, give it to me in 1080, and then we'll broadcast it in 1080. Why? What are you thinking, Steve?
I was saying across the board we need to have the same same GoPro settings. Because I like 60 FPS at 2.7K super view.
Same. I've had 86 FPS.
Yeah, we'll film it at that.
I know Dan likes 30.
Film it at that. Just put it through your thing.
Yeah, just re-render it out at 1080,
minutes,
1080, 30.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
he's
but
so
surely
worried
we
what
can
his
film
footage
it.
is going to look like.
Right, what my plan is, film in 2.730, right, super view, right, do whatever trimming I need to do, and then export it in 1080.
I kind of think people are overthinking this. I kind of get the feeling. I must admit,
get it.
James, I think it's amazing because I can actually see your eyebrows. Yeah.
Christ.
You've got wrinkles on your forehead and everything.
I know. Usually they're just like blocks of squares.
Look at him! Look at the hasty gingerness. James, you got a hair out of place, mate. You need to.
Yeah. Look at
that. It's like watching James do a comb over. Whee!
Yeah.
From here. Whoop.
Oh yeah. Oh, which reminds me remember that guy I said to you about Kevin with the guy that got $182,000 fine from the FAA?
Yeah.
The guy I said to you his personality was a bit. I couldn't work out if he was real or not. And the only reason I say that is because one minute he's completely normal. You know, he's like, oh yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, blah 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 blah. And then the next minute he's yelling at the top of his voice, and he's yelling to his wife. And he reminds me of the lawyer from Beverly Hills Cop. I don't know if you remember that guy. They walked into his office, and he's like, "What if I had something in this hand, and then made this go away? Something in this hand, and made this go away." You remember that guy?
Gus Godfrey. Is it Gus Godfrey or something?
Ah,
is his name?
I think so. Anyway, let's IMDb this crap because he spoke exactly like that.
Don't touch the boat.
Touch the butt.
What? Beverly Hills Cop. There, right. Oh, I was going to say my internet's so slow, but I'm not even on my Wi-Fi. Where is he? Is it 1 or 2?
1984.
Yeah.
Gilbert Godfrey? No. Oh, his name's on the tip of my tongue.
White dude, black dude,
white dude, old guy. Well, he's not old guy. Well, he is now, but
What the You took that while I was trying to draw the Yankee hat. You know when I said I was trying to draw the
It might
Yankee
be number
hat.
2. I'm just checking it up.
It might be 2.
It might be 2.
Okay.
What's his name? I'll tell you whether it's him.
I'm just trying to find him.
Doesn't he have a name?
Yeah, when I find him.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh, there he is.
Story. They made the toys blink one eye at a time. So when you slow it down, that's me.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember in the film how he went utterly mad about his parking ticket because he blamed it on his wife?
Mm.
The guy that had the fine would go from being normal and upset about his fine to that being like over the top shouty. If you turn that light on, you have, haven't you? You didn't. James is not used to the selfie ring.
I can't even say it out. I just for a minute there, just saw his hand and black.
He lost his night vision.
Yeah. Bro, 6 going dark.
So I take you like the camera then, James?
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. Yeah, nice. Very nice.
It's better than looking at you for a run cam.
There was nothing wrong with the old camera.
Oh, I'll tell you what I did get in the post this week was Mark sent me a signed prop.
Oh, good man.
To my BFF. That's what it says. Hang on.
Nice.
Yep. I noticed it's got some damage on it, though. He wouldn't send me a new one. It's a fucked one. And he sent me a hat, but I don't know where the hat's gone.
On your head?
On your head. You're wearing it, Shane.
No, this is an ethics one.
No, not that one.
Oh.
It was a Kranzer one.
A Kranzer one.
Again, that hat went psh, not. I know the difference between a good working hat and a crap hat.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Steve, why have you got a maroon colour ethics hat?
Why?
Yeah. Did they
Why
ever?
not?
They did actually make those at one point, didn't they? They were an afterthought, though.
Nope. One of the first runs that they've done. Direct from TBS China.
Hi.
Hi.
Dual chop. Right, what time have we got here? Right, it's 9 o'clock. Look at that.
Oh.
Ding. Ding, ding. So, right, I'd like to thank everybody that was watching. And if Kevin's still watching from a car on his phone or whatever, thank you very much for coming on. He was awesome.
Yep. Gentlemen. Yep.
Good to meet him.
I just kind of think they're those sort of guys that just nobody kind of knows, but they're just genuinely honest in a way. But yeah, what a funny guy! Yeah, absolutely funny guy, and I hope I get to go on his show. Fucking rage,
fanboy.
I'm gonna need a bottle of Johnny Walker next to me to go for that show. Yeah. It's vivid, but so check out his channel, which is OriginaldoBo or Drone Brews.
Drone Brews.
Yeah, Drone Brews is their live show that they do, and it's freaking hilarious.
And that's on his channel?
Yes.
Yep.
And everybody that's on there, like his presenter, and then he's got a whole load of YouTubers that come on as well, like professional YouTubers. They are all like top level, like the image and the sound and the studio they're sat in is like Mr. Steel level all the way. All of them.
Oh wow!
It's like the sexiest cluster of cameras you've ever seen.
You don't have to look at his Kevin's studio. It's just like wall to wall foam.
Yeah.
just like what you've got behind your screens there. But it's just like wall to wall.
Yeah,
stuff.
one of the guys that comes on, I can't remember what he's called. I'll find out next time. He's sat at a massive desk like this, camera facing him, got a microphone like this set in front of him, right? And then the room behind him is like polished floor. The walls are going, and it goes back forever. And then there's like another desk at the back, and then there's like pictures on the wall with LEDs around it, and it's like really nicely done out. And he's just sat there, it's like right. But he's like full. They're all using like SLRs at full 4K and stuff, and they just all of them just look like pristine clean. But yeah,
it's the way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, some of this good stuff.
Yeah, that stuff. The foam wedge for your GoPros. Yeah, stick it to your wall.
That stuff's for. I've got it in the. What is it? In air for the printer. Keep the noise down. It does work. To be
I
fair,
have a
that's the
whole
difference.
wall of it.
Yeah.
So my neighbours can't hear me. They're moving
I don't know what you're doing.
Don't say it, James.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not gonna say it.
To be fair, right, because this is like the extension of the house, and then their extension is like literally bolted onto this extension, and it's that wall is really thin because this is a timber extension.
Ooh, timber.
So
it's going down.
Yeah, it's going down. So this is an office space.
Yeah.
Okay, but the same extension next door, that's their bathroom.
Oh wow!
And my neighbour Beachy, who is a 6'2" skinhead submariner, texts me in the morning and says, "Can you hear anything?" And I go, "Yeah, I can hear something." And he's like, "I'm having a poop."
I was just about to say he's got his arse up against the wall, farting.
No. He is literally laying cavo in that toilet.
Hey, Paul.
Why is he texting you this?
Because he's a submariner and he's in the Navy, and they're all a bit screw loose, aren't they? He doesn't fly drones, no way, but you know what I mean? The ironic thing is, when he's not in the Navy and he's home, he's how can I put this? He likes to. You don't know the clubs down here, but it's a club down here called C103 when it was open, which is heavy metal, mosh pit, and basically he's a goth when he's home.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
And he has about 60 piercings in his face. They're on his eyebrows, they're on his nose ring, they're in his lips, they're around his ears, through the cheek, the throat.
Wow.
All right. And then when he goes away in the Navy, he takes them all out. He looks like he's perforated.
I was supposed to say, how does he float?
yeah.
He doesn't. He drinks a pint of beer and it goes. He just comes squirting out of all these toes. And then he comes home and he puts it all back in again. But he's one of those. Yeah, like I said, he's like 6'2". He's built like a brick shit house, right? And he's one of those really big guys. And he comes up to you and goes, "All right, mate." You expect the big deep voice, and it's just like the squeakiest thing ever. But yeah, so like sometimes at 9 o'clock in the morning, he just texts me and says, "Can you hear anything?" And I go, "Yeah, something," and he just goes, "I'm having a poo," because that's what they do in the Navy, apparently.
I think most of the human race do that. Actually.
You don't tell your neighbours about it.
No,
it's because this timber wall's so thin that I can hear it.
Spadoosh.
He sat here in the morning trying to work, do some editing, and you can hear us.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. But Steve, yeah, literally.
I was waiting for you to build on it.
Steve, he could come visit you, Steve, because like he lives next door, so we're Plymouth. When he goes away in the Navy, he's based in Fastlane.
Yep, right the way up the top. Yeah.
So he's home for a week and he goes away for 2 weeks and he's home for a week. So every time he goes away, it's like an 800-mile drive.
Get your ass off my front door.
How far is it to Fastlane from Plymouth? It's like 8 hours, isn't it? 8-hour drive?
Yeah, it's about that.
That's a long way to go. So yeah, he does that every other weekend.
Wow.
Plymouth to Fastlane.
Hardcore.
So anyway, we're going to end the show because we're talking. Oh, Paul C in the chat. Is that Paul as in Paul? Paul?
C?
Is that Paul Sticker Paul?
That's Paul Stickerman Paul.
Hey.
Stickerman Paul. I haven't seen
Paul.
Stickerman Paul for ages. Last time I saw Stickerman Paul, he sneakily paid for the meal.
Ooh.
Let me know him. It was my turn to pay. And then Paul just
He does that all the time.
I
Really all
literally
fight.
stood up and went, right, I'm gonna go and set the bill now. And then they were all sat there sniggling. I walked to the chair and went, can I set the tab please for table such and such? And they went, it's been paid for. It's an ongoing thing between us all when we go out. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I think it's Charlene's fault, isn't it?
Well, yeah, she does that.
So there we go.
With my money.
Isn't that always the way though? That's the way it's done, isn't it? James doesn't know this.
With Cransel coins.
Cransel coins. It's not bitcoins anymore, it's Cransel coins. So anybody in the chat wants some Cransel coins, because like in the next couple of weeks the shares are going through the roof, contact Malk and he'll sell you some shares. Give you some Cransel coins. What is it, about $2,000 a Cransel coin?
Yeah.
And you can eat it because they're gold with chocolate in the middle, aren't they?
Yeah. Got gold foil.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
James wants some Cransel coins.
Only for free.
Oh, here we go. Right, viewers, it's time to go. So it's a goodbye from Stephen.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Oh.
We have a show on Saturday morning.
Oh,
9
yes, you
a.m.
do. Oh, yeah.
We have Wild Willie on, Nick Willard from
Sorry,
Australia.
I heard Wet Willie.
We shall see.
Dirty boy.
So yeah, he will be live from Melbourne. I think it's Melbourne anyway. On Saturday morning. So if you're free and around, come and join us.
What time is it on
For an hour or
Saturday?
two. 9 a.m.
Oh, what? I'll be up.
I
That's fine.
sadly will not be around.
Well,
I'm at
that's
the
fine.
gliding club for the first time in like 2 months or however long it's been.
Will James be out of bed? You out of bed, James, for that?
Yeah, I might be.
You comb your hair because we can see it now.
Slackline somewhere.
Jeremy.
So yeah, we've got that this Saturday.
And you're hosting that one.
I am hosting that one.
That was your fault.
Yep. It's not. It's planning, time zones, and all that.
And then next Wednesday is the main man who has all the goss on Jab. It's HPI guy.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey.
I do need a message actually saying just give me the dirt. Just send me all the footage of James. It's fine. We'll spend it won't be a HBIS of it. It'll just be the roasting of James Bowles.
This is the one I'm missing.
Revenge is sweet.
Revenge for what?
I don't know yet. I'll think of something between now and next week. I don't know. I can think of something. So anyway, so there we go. Anyway, so it's goodbye from Stephen.
See you later.
It's a goodbye from Luke.
See ya.
And his silly questions. It's a goodbye from James. From his HDness. Say goodbye, James.
Hey, see you later on.
It's a guy from Malcolm Kell.
HDness.
See ya.
Boy.
And it's a goodbye me. So until Saturday morning, guys, we will see